this is Anju, and I know I'm putting out a video after a very long time, but the INI results are out today. Maybe I don't know what date will be when I'm actually releasing this video, but congrats to everyone who scored well. And if you did not, again, like, you have the next INI as well as the NEET PG 2026. So I thought this would be a right time to finally put out that video, that is how to make the choti copy, basically the 20th notebook. So if these words make no sense to you, it's fine, you're at the right place. By the end of the video, I hope you know what a 20th notebook is, how to make one, and how to make it useful for your preparation. You would have a book for each of these subjects, that is 19 notebooks to study from. And this 20th notebook is a summary of all of these, and that's why we call it a 20th notebook. And choti copy is just a term that Zainab ma'am uses. And again, if you want to know more on BTR and how to use it for your prep, I have already posted a video on it, so do check that out. This will be a step-by-step video on how to make a choti copy and use a choti copy. And before I actually get into the proper, how to make one, there are some few pointers that I would like to tell you. I feel they make a lot of difference in boosting your preparation. So first thing is that this is my choti copy, or this was my choti copy during my preparation. This is just a simple classmate notebook of 6 subject notebook. And so what I wanted to tell you guys is that you can use a tab or a notebook, like a handwritten notebook or a tab, that is fine. Basically, for my preparation for the other 19 subjects, I completely used a tab, that is, as you all know, I was using BTR. But for the 20th notebook, I was very sure that I wanted to use a notebook. And let me tell you why. A choti copy is something that you should be reading every day, okay, every day. I chose to write my choti copy in a notebook because I thought this would give me a change and make me feel like the old school. So after doing my revisions and everything, it would feel like a break to me. This was like some sort of a storybook that I was reading. Definitely not a storybook, but at least it made me feel like that. And everything is handwritten by myself. Always, like, your handwritten notes give you the best feel. And so whenever in between I get time, I just take this and then I flip through it like 2-3 pages every time. And I took a ruled paper because I think I cannot write legibly in an unruled paper. And all of these small things, even though they seem a bit silly, I think it makes a lot of difference in your preparation. So just take your time in choosing the right notebook, and of course, use a lot of different colors to highlight each of the points. You can have a certain colored pen for a different sort of point. Like how I had it was, first I like, everything was written in blue, then I noted it with red pens, the things that seemed pretty important to me. Then on top of that, after reading even if, for a multiple number of times, if I still was not remembering it, then it went to green. So anything that works for you, but just use, like, highlighters, color pens, but don't make the entire book of just, like, highlighting. Use wherever it is essential. So that being said, let me just get into the video actually. So I'll be answering 3 questions today. That is, what all should be included in your choti copy, and how to make a choti copy. But before all this, the most important question is that when to make a choti copy. So I think many of us fail to recognize this question and answer it properly, because making a choti copy at the right point is very important. So according to me, when you should start making it is about 3 to 4 months before your exam. Like 3 months would be fine. Don't make it very early at the start itself. When you start your preparation, just you keep a separate notebook and start writing down everything. Please don't do that, because anyways at the starting you don't know anything. That is why you're going to be reading from the 19 other books for each of the subjects. So that time you don't need a 20th notebook. You read it, do your first revision, and if there is a lot of time, do your second revision, and after your second revision, you can start making the 20th notebook. 3 months is more than enough to read your choti copy, because from that point onwards, you will be reading your choti copy every single day, and that would give you a good confidence in your volatile topics and all. So that is the first question, when you should make it: after you give your first read, your first revision, or if possible, after your second revision. Okay. Now, what all should be there in the choti copy? There are 2 types of topics that could be there. One is the very obvious one, that is, like facts, numbers, scores in surgery, pharmacology, drugs. Now, There are some non-obvious ones as well. That is, these are the individualized ones. So for some of you people, you might forget a certain number of things. So that is why you will know after your first read and your first revision that, okay, I've read this a couple of times by now and I'm still not able to remember it. So if that is the case with a certain topic, then it should go into your choti copy. And coming to the third question, that is how to make a choti copy. This portion is going to be very, very detailed and lengthy. I'll try to make it as short as possible. This is a 6 subject notebook, okay? Even a 5 subject notebook would be fine. So as you all know, there are 6 sections in it, and for each section there were about 3 to 4 subjects that I had. The first section, it was medicine, pharmacology, pathology and physio. That is basically the integrated systems of BTR. Then there was one more section that I will tell towards the end. So watch the full video to know the trick. So as you can see here, black and blue are my basic colors, okay? So the headings, all the side headings, and whatever text I wanted to write were going to be in blue. So apart from that, whichever I thought I was, see, all of these are volatile, but in those volatile points itself, some will be even more volatile, right? Some things, if you just read it for 3-4 times, you will remember. Other things you will still not. So those were in red. So this was the first set of my choti copy writing. This choti copy itself will get modified as you go. That is, as I told you, about 3 months before your exams, you can start making it. 3 months is also sometimes too much. Even like 2 months is fine, okay? So after about 15-20 days of reading it, you come to know that, okay, I am still forgetting few things. So those that you can see here will be in green color. That is, till the end, these were the things that I could not keep in my mind. So those things, sometimes I will read it a few times extra. This whole page that you see here is like one of the pages for newer drugs. All the drugs will be in red color pen because I know that I am going to forget it. If I look at this page only, I will know, okay, this is a very, very important page. And then I have the mechanism. See, it's actually kind of faded, but blue color I've written and highlighted in light blue highlighters. So that has the mechanism, and then a small word on where do we use it. So just like 3 points. My choti copy is like my own version of the BTR. It's like I am writing a summary for BTR. So you can make it like that for yourself. Next we come to pediatrics, surgery. So all of these has a lot of scores. So again, as you see here, pediatrics, we have the expanded Newballard score and those weeks that I might forget. This is a very, very, very important page. So what I did was, this page, first of all, let me tell you what it has. So this has all the milestones in a small table, compiled in a table. I had marked like this. I had folded it and marked because I wanted to keep this towards the last day. Like I said, right, the last 2 days, this entire thing was my revision material. But apart from that, there are certain things that just before you enter the exam hall, you need to see them, right? So pediatric milestones was one such thing. And then coming to surgery, so as you can again see here, thoracoscore, must score, all of these just in one line. What does thoracoscore contain? Just I put slashes, as you can see here, I put slashes. In just one line it goes. So all of the scores are here, all of the classifications are here. And then coming to OG, in OG this was very important for me. That is, this contain all the OCPs, its doses, the names of each. So in a vaginal sponge, what is the chemical? In a Fexi, what is it? What is a patch? What is a vaginal ring? What are the chemicals contained in it? And what are the other modes? How many days? Which days should we take which pill? So all of these. So this page was again very important to me. Another example would be for ortho. So again, as you can see here, all this side of the section, okay, contains all the most common fracture, like most common things, most common fractures of the foot, hand, carpal bones, tarsal bones, everything. And here it has the classification, Bardo classification, Madsen, Near. So all of the classifications are here. This again is a page that has been folded. Okay, so what did that mean? It means that on the last day, just before I enter the exam hall, I should be seeing this, right? So what is this? This is from forensic medicine. So all the sections, so whichever sections, the BNS sections that I felt important, thing is here. So this entire page has just sections, and this I had to read even at the last minute. This is for ENT. So in ENT, as you can see, all the red ones here, any of the triads, any of the signs. So all of these are signs: Tobier, Crowley, Beck, Guerin sign, Cottel's test. So everything, every test for, so what is it? So this is the sign, and the black one shows in which condition it is, okay? And one line about it. That's it. The most volatile subject actually is biochemistry. So for biochemistry, what I did was I drew the entire cycle, the BTR cycle, that picture which ma'am had in one page, right? That one page, again, I wrote it in my own handwriting so that I can just read, see this, or like close my eyes and try to visualize it. Next page is fatty acid cycle. So fatty acid cycle synthesis is this much, and degradation, as you can see, is this much. And we have urea cycle, heme cycle, amino acid cycle. This seems less, but it contains so much of information that you need to just see this and keep revising it towards the end of your preparation, okay? You can even pause it and have a look at this page. Now, like I said, one thing that is going to change the game is the final section. The last section of my 20th notebook, the final section was basically my GT note. So as you can again see here, this contains all of the questions that I had written, and of course many of the questions that I was getting wrong again and again, because it was not in my material, it was not a concept, it was just a random one word or something. So all of these I just started writing at the last section. And I would spend again a certain amount of time to just revise these GT questions, because all of these you cannot just bookmark. After a point, all of your bookmarks will reach to 1000, 1500. The more and more questions you do, it can go on to 1000 and 1500 also. So you need to take out those questions. If you're getting certain bookmark questions wrong again and again, then you just need to write it down separately. And I'm sorry for putting out a very late video, but I really hope this was useful and helpful for you guys. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.